We just got into a car accident.
You what?
It was not fun. But you know what we had to do? We still had to come back here and film a video for y'all because we love you, okay? Don't take this for granted. But no, actually, this is probably gonna be the highlight of our day, to be honest, so thank you for giving us something to look forward to. Hi, I'm Bo. This is Lola. This is my girlfriend Lola. And I'm about to do one of my favorite things in one of my favorite places, and I am going to show it to this wonderful woman for the first time. My Story Animated. MSA! Now, you've watched one or two of my MSA videos before, right?
Yes, I watched the vampire series.
Yes, it's kind of impossible to live in a house with me and not, you know, wind up consuming some MSA at some point. You were in the room for that recording, I think.
I was. I think that was the first recording I was ever in the room.
Oh, that's so cute, okay.
I suddenly woke up from a coma after 3 years.
Now, that's terrifying. Do you think that's actually what it's gonna be about?
It looks like it's gonna be about like a superhero.
Yeah, that actually
They
is
have a sword.
That's an absurd thumbnail. I don't know what I'm looking at. What, are those vampire fangs? Yeah, what's going on here? Whoa, alien! Ah! And you know what, guys? I'm excited to do this. I'm always excited to do this, but I think you know what time it is because you hear the background music. RobertIDK, MSA, 1, 2, 3 theme song.
Animations, it kinda feels like I'm on vacation when I see a vid from MSA about a girl who's gone completely insane, but we'll still laugh and scream and cry and be glad that we don't have their lives. So come along, enjoy the ride, and let's watch some MSA tonight.
Hey everyone, I'm Mia.
Hi,
Please like
Mia.
and subscribe. Most stories around here start off with unhappy families. Growing up, I always felt like I'd lucked out with mine. We weren't very rich, but we were always comfortable. Mom and Dad completely doted on me. And even after being together since high school, they were still crazy about each other, which they didn't hide. Even though I sometimes found them embarrassing, I secretly loved how in love they were. The only thing they ever disagreed on was me playing soccer. I'd always been sporty.
I hate soccer. Soccer is the devil. No, Richard, I love soccer. No, you gotta keep that girl away from that darn soccer. You know? Wait, I should have made you do the voice. Wait, now, do it. Roll it back.
No, Richard, I love soccer.
There's the devil I had.
I'd always been sporty, and when Dad enrolled me in the local girls' football club at 10, the wires in my brain connected the second I kicked the ball.
2 extra hours of training every day till the big match.
So he does
You're
like.
pushing her too hard.
He does like the
She needs
soccer.
to focus on school right now.
She's born to be a football star.
Once in 7th grade, I was walking back home from practice when I spotted 2 older boys roughing up
She's
a
so
skinny
cute.
boy my age.
Well, hello, Mr. Lame. Looks like
Mr.
you're a
Lame?
poet. What's that around your neck? A woman's necklace?
Please give it back.
He has a
It's my
crush.
mom's.
As they kept teasing him, I charged towards them.
This is a new
hitting
art
one
style.
boy hard in the
I love
knees
it.
And headbutting the other. Don't you
Ugh.
morons know there's some lines you just don't cross? Then I
Boom.
grabbed the skinny boy's things, took his hand, and made a run for it. The bullies came after us, but we hid behind a garbage dump as
And
they
then we
ran
pulled
past.
out the Draco.
You're okay now?
This
Oh,
almost
yes,
looks like an
thank you.
anime.
It's just
Yes.
that you remind me of my goat octopus.
You just remind me of the goat. You're literally the goat because you saved me. So I visualize a goat when I see you. You're the goat of my heart.
Thank you. It's just that you remind me of my goat octopus.
My
used to
goat
headbutt everyone
octopus?
that died from a concussion.
I remind you of a dead goat named Octopus?
What
yeah,
a
your eyes are
name.
just like hers. Even your voice.
How about you just say thank you and stop talking? That was the day Zeke and I became friends.
Zeke, of
In
course.
fact, he'd just moved with his single dad into the house next to ours. He couldn't kick a ball to save his life, but he was sweet and smart, and he seemed to really enjoy doing all my homework.
What?
We were super close. I started
That's a
getting
smart
teased
girl.
about him in high school.
He likes you. It's all in the signs, babe. His eyes
He
sparkle
likes
when he
her.
looks at you. His voice gets deeper when he says your name, and he always
Yeah.
notices small things about you. And have you seen how his feet are always pointing at you when
He
he's
notices all the
Wow.
small things.
She understands body language so well.
You see, you're focused on the body language. I'm focused on my Blink-182 reference I just made.
and he always notices small things about you.
He notices all the small things about you. All the small things. I'm just gonna hit the drum. I'm just gonna hit the drum fill that happens. Okay.
Your ride, best trip.
I always hit it. I always hit it. It's the drummer in me. What can I say? Because I'm literally a drummer.
And have you seen how his feet are always pointing at you when he's talking to
See,
you?
that's some
Where
girl
else
stuff.
would they be pointed? You're being ridiculous. But those comments got under my
notice
skin.
how he looks
because
at
after
you
that,
when he
I kept
is
seeing the
talking to you?
stupid signs. Was I imagining them now, or had I missed them all along? I had a really big match soon. And
That's a
before it started,
gigantic
I was sitting on the
stadium.
side bench and fidgeting with my hands when Zeke sat down next to me.
Nia, you've got nothing to be nervous about. You're gonna win. We'll go out to celebrate afterwards.
If any of them give you a problem, just pull out the
Also
Draco.
something I need to tell you.
What is it?
It can wait a few more hours. Just came to wish you luck.
He gave me this strange look as he left, and my heart fluttered.
Oh.
Jeez, what was that? But all thoughts vanished as soon as the match started. It was
Get
an
on
intense
me
one,
now!
with our team having a slight lead. But as I was hovering near the goalie, an opponent kicked the ball hard and sent it
Oh,
flying
no,
at my
no.
face. I was knocked back, and my head hit the metal goalpost.
What?
And everything went black. When I opened my eyes
Does that
next,
ever happen?
I found myself alone in a hospital room.
Coma!
I couldn't recall
The
why I was
coma!
there. Feeling panicked, I tried
Her
running
hair's
out,
super
but
long.
my legs felt like jelly, and I found myself falling face forward, straight into someone's strong arms.
Zeke,
I looked up.
I trained for 3 years for this moment. Now I am big and strong, and I am here to protect you.
All right. Was she actually in a coma for 3 years? I mean, her hair's super long. You notice that? You notice how long
Yeah.
her hair was?
Straight into someone's strong arms. I looked up into
I
the
looked up.
warm brown eyes of a tall, really cute guy who instantly pulled me into a tight hug.
Nia, oh my god, I can't believe you're finally awake.
Nia, how do you know
Nia.
oh my god, Zeke? Is that you?
Zeke.
Why do you look so different?
I
Had a
just
growth spurt.
upgraded my wardrobe a bit.
A bit? You look like the lead singer of a boy band. Also, how are you suddenly taller?
Nia, you might want to sit down for this.
And what you told me next knocked the wind out of me. 3 years? I've been
3
in a coma
years.
for
The
3
title is
years?
accurate.
I didn't even know how to begin processing this. And when I asked him to call my parents, Zeke went pale.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I should
Oh,
tell you
no.
this, although it's kind of important. Okay, I should. But don't get upset, because you might.
Spit it
I
out.
killed
I'm
him.
gonna send you back into a coma.
I swear to God, I will twist your arm so hard.
Okay,
Okay,
your
twist my
parents
arm.
got divorced and your dad has a girlfriend who seems to be a total witch.
What?
Oh, okay.
I'd lost 3 years. My parents were divorced. My dad had a witch girlfriend, and my geeky best friend had become hot. After the
Bruh.
doctors had run all their tests, I was told I'd need physiotherapy, but I was ready to be discharged. Soon after, Mom and Dad both arrived at the hospital, and we had a teary reunion. Mom said she'd take me home with her and answer all my questions about their divorce. As we went down to the hospital entrance,
Whoa, 3D!
suddenly 4 men in black suits surrounded us, but no one else looked surprised.
I think I'll leave this first. I wouldn't want the crowd outside to overwhelm Nia.
Oh, wait a
What?
second. So this dingus was wearing a hat that says not a celebrity. So, okay, he's famous then.
Oh.
He's famous. Or she's famous. I mean, why? I don't know why they're going around her, you know? Is
Yeah.
she famous for being in a coma? Did someone become a celebrity while in a coma? That seems morally ambiguous, you know? That seems questionable morality, you know?
Now I know.
What do you mean? No, do you agree? It's not a no, it's do you agree?
I don't know who I think the celebrity is.
No,
just
I'm
all-
not even talking about the story. I'm saying if someone was in a coma for 3 years and then like they became a social media star while literally not conscious, would you think that's messed up?
Yeah, I think that's weird.
Okay, what if they spent a lot of their life saying all they wanted was to be famous?
Oh, that is not weird.
Okay. But if all you want is to be famous, that is weird. I don't want to be famous. I just want to make videos. 1 gold star for the modest boy.
The tiniest violin. You know, they
I'm not. It's
play
not
it
a.
for
I know, but it's not a
sympathy.
sad. I don't need sympathy. I'm fine with where I'm at. I'm just saying I don't want to be like famous.
I think I'll leave this first. I wouldn't want the crowd outside to overwhelm Nia.
Did I miss something here?
You know how you said earlier I look like a lead singer of a boy band?
Well, I am.
Actually, I am. I'll tell you all about it.
Why was he wearing a not a celebrity shirt? That's so lame. Or
The
hat.
crowd
That's lame.
broke out into frenzied screams. I looked on in complete shock at Zeke smiling and waving while his bodyguards escorted him to a car, and then he was gone. Holy mother of what? On the
Holy
way
mother
home,
of
Mom
Zeke.
explains that a year ago, Zeke had joined some neighborhood kids to
gosh.
form a band. They won a talent
my
competition with a
gosh.
song Zeke had written, which shot them to instant
Was it about her?
His fans are usually camping
I bet the song's
outside
about her.
hospital because they know he visits often.
His fans? Man, I was not getting over this anytime soon. It also turned out that he no longer lived in the house next door.
No, now he lives in a
Mom finally
mansion.
explained everything that happened with Dad.
After you went into a coma, I started getting really angry at your dad.
For you
I
playing
knew it
football.
wasn't his fault, but I kept blaming him because he
Kept
always
blaming
pushed
him.
you to play soccer.
I always kept blaming him. Did you hear that?
I knew it wasn't his fault, but I kept blaming him.
I kept blaming him for the soccer. I kept blaming him for the football. We fought about it over spaghetti.
Why did
I
they
told him he's a
say-
big meatball. His brain is the size of a meatball.
I knew it wasn't his fault, but I kept blaming him because he'd always pushed you to play soccer. We were fighting all the time and growing distant. Then one day I received pictures in the mail of him and a woman from work looking like a couple, and that was the last straw. He denied having an affair, but I had proof. And soon after the divorce, he started dating that same woman. Maybe it wasn't fair to blame him for your accident, but he betrayed our marriage.
My heart
Wow.
broke at how my
Wow.
perfect
Okay.
family had been torn apart, but somehow I was having trouble believing that Dad would cheat on Mom. Adjusting to my new life was quite tough over the next few days. I had to get used to Dad not being around, and he couldn't even
That's
visit
sad.
immediately because his girlfriend Rachel had a family emergency out of town. I couldn't play soccer till I was done with physiotherapy, and I was 3 years behind everyone in high school, which
Yeah, did
also
she really
meant
wanna
that Zeke
play?
and I were no longer in the same class, and it was almost impossible to even have a conversation with his body.
Well, he wouldn't go to a public high school anymore. Is this a private high school? Private high? He had to hire a private eye for his private high, you know? A couple of private eyes.
So much has happened in 6 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, so much indeed.
And it was almost impossible to even have a conversation with his bodyguards lurking in the background, or his fangirls all over
His
him.
fangirls.
Just a week later, Mom suddenly had to go overseas on a business trip and was worried about leaving me alone. And I suggested I could stay with Dad.
I can't leave you with him and that woman.
That
Mom,
wretched
I haven't had
woman.
any time with him since I woke up, and I miss him. Mom reluctantly agreed to arrange things with Dad, and the next day, she dropped me off at his mansion.
Why did you have a mansion?
Apparently, his company had skyrocketed to success while I was in a coma. Dad greeted me with a bear hug.
Wow,
and
it's
just
incredible
then,
what you
I
can
saw
do
Rachel
when you
walk
don't
in.
have to worry
She
about
was
another
pretty,
human.
but like a witch.
Oh, I finally get to meet Nina.
It's Nia, sweetheart.
Oh, no. I'm going in. I'm just kidding. YouTube, you saw the orange tip. It's not a Draco, it's a Faco. All right.
A Faco.
Faco, yeah.
It's Nia, sweetheart.
Close enough.
Dingus.
My. You look just like your mother, don't you?
If you don't get your partner's child's name right, you don't deserve the name sweetheart. I think that should be a law that we abide by. Listen, new government, that's one of the things you gotta do, okay? I think everyone can agree with that, you know?
Her name's also really simple.
Exactly. Nia. Yeah. You had one job. It was 3 letters, bro.
My. You look just like your mother, don't you?
Definitely
Oh,
didn't sound
no.
like a compliment.
Oh,
I'll get
no.
Nora settled in, babe. Why don't you order something
Nora!
nice for dinner?
Yeah, of course.
Not so fast. You forgot to hug me when I came home earlier.
Oh, I put the Draco away too
Sorry about that,
fast.
Sugar booger.
Ew.
Sugar
I was
booger.
about to vomit.
Ew.
As soon as Dad left the room, Rachel turned back to me with a cold smile.
Oh, darling, isn't it just divine how fate brings people together? Here I am, the new beacon of light in your dear father's
Beacon of light.
There you are, the previous.
Previous light!
Let's not dwell on the past. We must look to the future. And sweetheart, the future is Rachel.
All right, I put that Draco away way too fast.
She's crazy.
What a demon woman! A gold digging
Monster.
I've experienced one gold digging monster in my life, and they suck. Honestly, listen, what's your dad's name?
I already forgot.
I don't think she said
I don't even think they
I don't
said
think she
her
said her
dad's
dad's name. But Dad, listen, you get one mistake like this, okay? You figure this out and get it right.
Agreed.
And sweetheart, the future is Rachel.
Previous light? I'm his only daughter.
Yes, but till last
You were a character.
And people move on. One must keep up.
You for 3 years you were a carrot and he was giving me 3 carrots.
That's a really cute carrot design.
It's very cute. It's a cute carrot. Did you like what I said though? That was wordplay. Did you like my wordplay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're smart.
I don't need, just clever wordplay.
You're clever.
Thanks.
So witty.
But till last week, you were a vegetable, and people move on. One must keep up with the times, mustn't one? Oh,
And you are so
I imagine you'll be wanting to
2008.
spend a considerable amount of yours at boarding school, summer camps, perhaps even a nice long exchange program.
Oh.
Places you'll go.
So there was no aliens
I'm
in
not going
this.
anywhere. Why are you talking
yeah.
like that?
I don't think you're listening to me, my little chickadee. While you were sleeping,
I'm not
a
your
new
chickadee.
world order was established. There's room for only one queen bee in this hive, and you're looking.
Well, there's a
Oh, but don't
maid
worry.
that
I'm
looks
sure
female.
we'll find a lovely little worker bee role for you.
Good job, Aunt Rachel. You've been practicing that speech
Oh,
all morning,
no.
and you nailed it.
And he was
Second love interest.
Drop dead gorgeous. Okay, MSA keeps giving guys the dual cartilage ring.
I love it.
Yeah, should I get mine again?
No.
What? You love it, but you don't want me to get it. Why? Because I'm past that phase in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. Drop dead gorgeous. Is this what you would describe as drop dead gorgeous?
Yes.
Are you? No, you're joking.
It reminds me of when you had your white hair. I miss that hair.
Yeah, but mine
And your
wasn't-
eyes are just that blue.
Yeah, right. Mine are like dark blue.
No, they're
The
not.
depth of the ocean.
They're not even dark blue. They're like a cool, like.
My eyes are the depth of the
Ocean-y
ocean.
blue.
People didn't even know I had blue eyes for the first year I was on YouTube. They kept drawing me with brown eyes. I'm like, dude, no, I'm blessed, okay?
blue eyes.
I'm just kidding.
Drop dead gorgeous. Rachel just made a face and introduced him as her nephew, Brian, who was
Hey,
staying with her
Brian.
for some modeling gigs in town. As the two of us talked, I felt rather relieved that Brian was around. He seemed cool and fun, and easy on the eyes, too. Later that evening, we decided to play Twister, and we couldn't
Twister?
stop laughing as we got tangled up. Left foot yellow. As Brian reached over awkwardly, his elbow bumped into a table, and the huge vase on it wobbled. We both jumped up to catch it, and Brian ended up
our
wrapping his
lips
arms around
touched.
me instead of the vase before we collapsed on the floor.
I actually got butterflies. It got me off guard, but I couldn't help feeling like a warmth glow inside me. I couldn't help feeling my cheeks getting red. She's gonna say something stupid like that.
That was cute, though. I didn't think it was stupid. Well, if you're liking this video from us, give us a like.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Keep going, keep going.
10,000 likes and Rob will watch season
not
2
gonna get
of
10
Vampire.
It's not gonna get
of the
10,000.
Vampire story.
It's not getting 10,000 likes. That's too lofty. I don't think they can do it.
Give us your 2 cents in the comments below.
2 cents? If everyone did give us 2 cents, I would appreciate that.
I don't know how
It would help
many-
us afford a fix for our car that we got
My
smashed
car's
into.
probably totaled, guys.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, pick up some merch, I guess. That would help. That would help us fix our car. Okay, but yeah, Boop, like if you haven't. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos with me and this wonderful person.
We collapsed on the floor. Just then, the door opened, and we found Zeke looking down at us.
What?
Am I interrupting something?
Oh, no, nothing.
The twister mat's right
What
there.
are you doing here?
I dropped by at your place and your mom was just leaving for the airport. She told me you were here, and I thought you could use some company.
Well, luckily for her, I'm staying with my aunt here for the next few weeks too. Wait a minute, you're that boy
His
band
eye was
singer, right?
twitching.
I'm shooting a shampoo commercial with you tomorrow.
Ah, right. You're the model. A small world.
As Brian excused himself, I told Zeke about how weird Rachel was. I just don't know what Dad sees in her. Also, I'm finding it hard to accept that Dad cheated on Mom. I want to find out more about how exactly Rachel ended up in Dad's life.
Yeah, she's shady. Don't worry. If there's some dirt,
Yeah,
we'll dig
she's
it up.
shady.
We? I doubt a celebrity like you has the time.
I'll always.
Okay, so.
Oh, he blushed.
Okay, so because there wasn't that line of the
It was strange, but for some reason I felt butterflies.
because she didn't have that, you know she's not gonna end up with him. She's gonna end up with Zeke. I mean, and of course, they wouldn't randomly introduce that dingus and then have her end up with him. She's gonna end up with Zeke. Duh. Prediction. Boom.
Spoilers.
Boom shaka. It's not a spoiler. I haven't seen
Spoiler
it.
for me, I haven't seen it.
You really?
And
What?
now you might predict it correctly.
Did you genuinely think that she wouldn't end up with Zeke?
I don't know. I have some hope, you know.
Listen, I could still be wrong.
If you think Robert's wrong, give your prediction in the comments below.
If they think I'm wrong, no, just give your prediction in general. Like.
Why are you fighting with me on camera?
If there's some dirt, we'll dig it up.
We? I doubt a celebrity like you has the time.
I'll always make time for you, Nia.
I remembered what Mom had said about him visiting me in the hospital often, and my heart skipped a beat.
I'd be careful with Rachel during your stay.
These are words that get through to you in your dream.
I mean, he is her nephew.
He seems nothing like her, though.
Yes, he
Wait,
does.
you're not jealous, are you?
No, why? I mean, that would... Of course not.
Toxic. Toxic.
How does a famous
Wait, how
pop
is
star
that
have so
toxic?
You're not jealous, are you? Do you know how many times people have said that
He
to me?
was jealous!
Do you know how many times people have said that to me and I wasn't even jealous? I hate that. That is such a toxic thing that girls say.
If you hate me, just say that.
No, I don't think you've said that. You probably have. But it was, if you did, it was silly. But no,
You're
guys,
silly.
I would love to tell you guys what the best response to that is, but there's no good response.
Just say you're jealous.
No, because it's like if someone says that you're mad, and then of course that ends up making you mad.
Yes, so you're mad. So that means if someone says, "Are you jealous?" You're jealous.
No, it's annoying. No, every guy watching this it knows where I'm coming from here. Every guy watching this agrees with me.
Give your 2 cents in the comments.
Give your 2 cents in the comments, okay? This is the dramatic midpoint of the video.
How does a famous pop star have so much free time?
It's called time management. I can give you some tips.
Won't you have paparazzi or fans following you here?
Oh, no. I have a foolproof plan. I went wearing a mask to this small cafe no one visits, then changed my outfit there and my car too. Then sometime later, I ditched my car for a scooter my bodyguard was waiting with. And
All the
we zoomed on our
hoops he
way
went through to see her.
back alleys, and here I am. Can we rewind the movie to the start?
Yeah.
Hey, Nia, I thought you'd like to go watch a movie, so I booked the whole cinema for us. We'll go through the back entrance. No one will know I was there.
That sounds amazing, dude. Can't wait.
I meant me and Nia, us.
Yeah, you're kind of a dingus, so please leave.
It's a whole cinema. Of course there is. Look a bit cranky. Here, have a cookie.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, did you follow us here?
Of course not. It's my favorite place. I practically live here. Nia, you've got to try their slushie.
Can't you see?
All right, everyone's a weirdo. Too weirdos.
God. Brain freeze, brain freeze.
And then they're in a coma for 3 years. Roll the credits.
Oh God, brain freeze, brain freeze.
Brain trauma. Oh my gosh, they're both
I've
jacked.
got thighs of steel.
They're huge.
Can't
Look
be
at those arms. Wait, what is this Tyrannosaurus looking? Look at it. All right. Are their hands? Are their arms supposed to be like in front, like that? Because if they're supposed to be straight up, that ain't right. That ain't right. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because these are pretty well drawn people, but they be looking like a couple of T-Rexes. A couple of T-Rex looking fools.
I've got thighs of steel. You can't beat me.
Watch me, buddy. I can do
we
this
were drawn
all
the
day
exact
while
same
singing.
way.
Do I need to be here for this? They seem to be fighting
Rock,
for my
paper,
attention,
scissors
but I was
decides
beginning to
it.
feel rather ignored.
Who gets
and
Nia?
Worse, whenever I tried to spend any time alone with Dad and talk to him about what happened between him and Mom, Rachel made sure I couldn't.
Sorry, honey. A bee slipped into Rachel's dress and the poor thing's traumatized. We'll go to the mall.
The poor bee is
Sorry,
traumatized.
honey. Rachel didn't receive an important package and she's very upset. Rain check on the breakfast plan?
Soon, I was cleared by the
How
physiotherapist.
on earth did Dad get a successful company with a demon like that sucking the life out of him? That is called a succubus, people. That is what that is. How did Dad ever get a company that big with a person like Dad's company started to suffer? That's the only way this story's realistic. Is it was like Dad's stock literally crashed.
And it was all because of Rachel.
Because of this demon woman.
And she's very upset. Rain
The
check on the
poor
breakfast plan?
thing.
Soon, I was cleared by the physiotherapist for some light soccer practice, and Dad was so happy.
Did you see that?
What?
The
What?
She said soccer and the subtitle said football.
Well, I mean,
A little I know, but like that's literally not the word they said. So like a little something for everyone, I guess.
And Dad was so happy that he wanted to accompany
It's my
me to the
autism,
club.
that's why I know.
Of course, Rachel had to tag along. Just as I was exiting the girls' locker room, I found Rachel outside pinching her nose.
Oh boy.
You'd think the girls' locker room would smell a little better. Ugh. Anyway,
I was just in the
came by to
boys.
say good luck. Break your arms and legs.
I just
Oh,
rolled
she
my
means
eyes
it.
and kept walking.
Oh, also, your dad and I are getting married soon.
My heart dropped dropped to my stomach. You're making that up.
course.
Dad wouldn't just ask you to marry him without telling me about it first.
Yes, he would, Nancy. Just like he got
Nancy!
divorced while you were sleeping. Now, don't you want your dad to be happy? He certainly wasn't with your mom.
Pull out
You
the
don't know
Draco.
the first thing about my parents' relationship.
Oh, trust me, I know more than you think. And if you're harboring any secret desire to go all Parent Trap on them, don't think for a second it'll work. It's so over between them.
Wait, what's Parent Trap?
Parent Trap is these two twin girls. They got split up because their parents divorced. So one child got to live with the mom and then one lived with the dad. And then they met at summer camp and
Are you talking
decided
about a specific story? We're talking about
It's a movie.
How does it apply to this?
trying to get her parents back together because that's what happens in the movie Parent
Oh, okay, cool.
Trap. Dingus.
Did y'all hear that? That's unbelievable. Who would ever call anyone a dingus ever? That's just the most horrible word I've ever heard.
Didn't you invent that word?
I didn't invent it.
You did invent that word.
I brought it into 2022, 3, and 4, but, you know.
It's so over between them. So over.
She walked away smirking, and I was trembling with rage. I had to go join the game right after, but my focus was totally shot, and I was terrible on the field. I left the game midway and marched over angrily to Dad. Are you two getting married?
What?
She said you're gonna get married soon.
Nia, sweetie, I said your dad and I are going to Maryland soon. I was only asking if you wanted to come along.
Cap! Should I change my hat or do you want to try this on? Cap has been oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to describe how you look right now.
How do I look?
Cap has been detected. And you know what else has been detected? Merch. If y'all are trying to do some Christmas shopping, if you're looking for something to put on your Christmas list, both of these hats are on the shop, okay? robertidk.net. And y'all know we got that new. Have you seen it? Are you ready, people? This could be the illest merch drop you have ever seen. You really want to see it? Behold! The Muffin shirt! This is the new Muffin shirt. I kind of always wanted to have a shirt that looks like this. You know, just a cute little muffin. Because people need to know. They're calling it the wrong thing. It's not a rat, okay? It's a muffin. And not only that, we also have the Muffin hoodie. We also have hoodies. Oh my gosh, is that another muffin? The Muffin hoodie. But look at Lola, oh my goodness. I mean, it's kind of unfair having you model things. It's kind of, everything looks good on you, so it's kind of not really fair. So if you're doing some Christmas shopping and you want something lit, these will arrive by Christmas if you order them now. So yeah, feel free to go to the merch store and use the promo code Muffin if you're spending more than, I think, $40. And you will get $5 off because how kind am I? You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, well, you got a free one, so it doesn't really count, but I hope you like it. I'm gonna be wearing this shirt a lot, so I hope you like it. Okay, back to the video. I hope you're enjoying it. We like you a lot. Cool.
I was only asking if you wanted to come along.
What?
Yeah.
You gosh, you're such a creep and a liar.
Yep.
Rachel burst into tears, and Dad looked rather displeased with me as he consoled her. She was evil and manipulative, and I had no idea how to make Dad see that. But then one evening, Z called me up to give me some news. Apparently, he'd hired a private investigator to look into her, and he was still working on it, but he'd found out that Rachel had grown up in the same hometown as my parents.
What?
Their town was small, but neither of them ever said anything about knowing Rachel from before. They're even the same age, and there was one high school there.
Maybe we need to look for a yearbook.
The next evening, Dad and
Why?
Brian were
Oh,
both
and then they're
working
gonna look
late,
her
and
up.
Rachel had her Pilates class. So Zeke and I started snooping around her room, hoping to find something from her past. We looked all over and found nothing, when suddenly we heard the front door open.
no.
It's Rachel. She wasn't supposed to be back so soon.
belongings, huh?
Snooping as usual, I see.
They're gonna find one thing that has like her old name, her old identity, and then she's gonna come through and be like, so, you found out my little secret. And then she like locks the trap doors and then they're in like a trap environment, not a parent trap, a trap room. And then they're held hostage and then Dad comes through and rescues them.
I thought it
and
was
then-
gonna be the nephew that would come rescue them.
Why on earth would he? No, because she's gonna end up with him. That guy, no, the nephew, we're not supposed to like the nephew.
Aw.
You like him? What, because he's dreamy?
Yeah.
Why?
Looks like you.
No, he doesn't. Guys, does he look like me? Does he really look like me? Here are two pictures. Does he look like me? I don't think so. But hey, your head's in the right place. But no, she's ending up with Zeke. That is my final answer, final Jeopardy. Bet $10,000 on it.
When suddenly, we heard the front door open. It's Rachel. She wasn't supposed to be back so soon. Suddenly, Zeke grabbed my hand and dragged me into the bathroom, then pulled me into the shower and drew the curtain. Don't you think she'll come straight to shower after an exercise class?
Oh my God.
We
Brilliant.
held our breath as we heard her walk into the room, mumbling something to herself.
Just lay on the
then
floor, she won't
straight
notice.
into the bathroom.
Ugh, who does that woman think she is? Telling me I can't attend class because I was late? Oh, she's crossed the wrong blonde. Maybe her gym will be infested by rats soon. Or maybe it'll catch fire.
lucky.
The fun is in the mystery.
Free muffins? That sounds like a reward, not a punishment.
It's like a reward.
Free muffins? Wait a minute, we're using this microphone. I wonder if we can get a muffin out here. Just a sec.
12.
I got one muffin Barrington. If the gym was infested by muffins, that's a reward if you ask me. That ain't no punishment I ever heard of. Do they speak English in punishment?
What? What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English in what?
Sorry.
Yes.
That's a very confusing reference that I keep making. Look at that, a muffin with two people. Oh, Felix is happy. Oh my gosh, he's happy. Hello, mister. What a sweet boy. How's it going, Mr. Bear? Okay, go over to Lola. Yes. He listened. What a good boy. What a sweet boy. There we go. There's our muffin.
She cackled like a maniac, let out a loud, stinky fart, and left. We waited a few more minutes,
that was just unnecessary.
and then thankfully, we heard her car pull out of the driveway. Just then, I noticed Zeke was still clutching my arm.
That was super close. Why are you looking at me like that?
Sometimes, I still can't get over how much you've changed. How come I never knew you had all this talent?
Well, I never let
Have
you
we
read
even
any
heard
of the
him
stuff
sing
I
yet?
wrote, and I always liked singing, but not in front of anyone.
I wanna
guess
hear
after
it.
your accident, when more time went by and you didn't wake up.
Sad Boys needed it for a band.
Wow.
Really helped me.
Helped you get tons of fangirls. That cheerleader in school who's always clinging to your arm is very pretty.
She really is. Yeah, here I am, hiding in a bathtub of a weird woman with you.
Suddenly, he leaned closer, and I could feel my heart beating faster.
That's how
But
you
then
know.
He
That's
just
how you
reached
know.
over and
Oh,
pulled
she's
the
coming
shower
in.
curtain open and stepped out. What was I thinking?
Maybe we should check the attic.
As we were rummaging boxes, we suddenly...
That transitions so fast. Give us a time. Give us a moment to take in the moment. Okay. What did she say? Did she say butterflies or did she say blushing or what did she say? She said something like that, right?
I could feel my heart beating faster.
That means they're ending up together. That is how that works. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna end up together, silly?
Maybe we should check the attic.
As we were rummaging boxes, we suddenly stopped short when we heard someone coming up the stairs. Oh God, she's back? What are we gonna say we're doing here?
In the attic?
I have an idea.
How is she?
Just
She's
as
not
the
gonna
door
notice.
burst open, Zeke pulled me in for a kiss.
What?
Am I interrupting something here?
Oh, it's just you.
Oh, we were just playing Twister.
Clearly. Can you please go away?
Nia, are you okay? You look flustered. He didn't force himself on you, did he?
Are you
Oh my
serious right
gosh.
now, dude?
I'm talking to her. Nia.
Before I could say anything, Zeke pushed Brian.
Fight
Brian pushed him
scene.
back.
And then he fell down the attic stairs and was in a coma for 3 years. Okay, you trying to go back in, Felix? Are you trying to go back in? Okay, now all of a sudden he's just chilling. Are you going back in?
Why does he like to bury himself?
That's muffins. This is muffins in there burrowing. Oh.
Oh, that's cute. He's going in your sleeve.
All right.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
All right. Is he doing it?
Nope.
Okay, no, not enough
He
space.
can go in my sleeve.
There might be enough room in her sleeve because she has skinny girl arms. Silly feeling. Okay, no, he'll do it himself if he wants to. All right, Felix. Are you going back in, Felix?
I'm going back in. Okay.
Okay, all we need is for him to wind up in a coma for 3 years. Just
No,
kidding.
that's me.
No, I don't wish that on anybody. I'm kidding. Robert IDK does not condone any of the violent acts he pretends to condone. Okay? Let me state that for the record. I would not actually pull out the Draco on anybody on this earth. Okay?
Zeke pushed Brian. Brian pushed him back, and the two started fighting like
Is this
crazy.
gonna happen?
Ow! Stop! My face is my job! My face is my job!
Don't touch mine
Angus.
either. I have a concert tomorrow.
Deal.
And then the two went crazy again.
Just
I
body
tried to stop
shots?
them,
Just
but
body
they suddenly
shots?
went crashing into a pile of boxes, and some things fell out that caught my eye.
Oh,
there were pictures
here
of
we
Mom and
go.
Dad sitting next to me in the hospital. Who
What did she
took
do?
these? And when? And there were more pictures of Mom and Dad from before.
Rachel.
All of them with Mom's face
Who
crossed
could have
out.
possibly?
crazy.
Who could have
Cut it out and
possibly
shut up
taken
for a
them?
minute. As they both calmed down and looked at the pictures,
playing some
I
Twister
filled
there.
Brian in on what we were actually doing here. We found Rachel's Rachel's yearbook as well, and Mom's face was crossed out there too, but I couldn't find Rachel.
No, look, that's her.
It was a plump brown-haired girl with glasses and acne who looked nothing like the Rachel I knew.
She lost a ton of weight and got a lot of work done on her face. Obviously, I'm not allowed to ever bring that up. And I've always known she's crazy, but I didn't know she's some weirdo stalker.
I don't know what all of this means exactly, but we're gonna find out. And later that evening, while she was cuddled on the couch with Dad watching a movie, the three of us confronted her.
Cook him, Neo! Cook him!
What are all these pictures?
You'll have to ask Rachel. Also, did you know she used to attend high school with you?
What?
As
Her
Dad
name
looked at
was
Rachel, she
Rachel.
suddenly lost it and wiped everything off the table.
Of course you wouldn't remember me. You wouldn't even look at someone like me in
Oh,
high
it all
school.
comes out.
I loved you since we were kids. But you were always so obsessed with Nia's stupid mother. I've kept tabs on your life since you left
Oh my
town.
gosh.
Your kid had been in an accident and your marriage was on the rocks. I hired a private investigator to find out more. I just wanted to be near you, darling.
I hired a private eye for your private high. See, I was right. Guys, jealousy is a disease, okay? I could go on a whole rant, but I'm not going to. But no.
No, don't go on the rant.
Don't go on the rant. I was just saying, like, it doesn't end well. It never ends well if you, like...
And she's about to be an example.
Well, and, you know, capping. Remember, that's why you're wearing the cap is for this demon woman that we hated from the beginning. I mean, jeez, like, but how
She had a major glow up.
how did you win the dad over in the first place, though?
The major glow up. Look
No,
at that.
It's okay,
He's
so
superficial.
yeah, the L is on dad as well. Dad definitely, that's a big L.
But then again, I mean,
And I ain't talking about Cool J.
I hired a private investigator to find out more. I just wanted to be near you, darling, to comfort you. I still loved you so much, so I joined
I
your
love the
company and we
animation in
instantly got
this.
close.
I was going through an awful time, and I appreciate
I needed a
having
dingus
friends,
to have
but That's
around.
all it was back then. I never understood who would Photoshop pictures of us holding hands and send them to my wife. That was you.
Wait, what?
You guys were already at the edge of the cliff. I just gave you to the last push.
What?
See, you've been so much happier since then. Honey buns.
I want you to leave right now. Go to a hotel or wherever, and I'll send you all your stuff. You
Okay,
can't-
how, okay.
That's crazy.
How are you smart enough to make a massive company, but you see someone Photoshop pictures of you with this person, and you're like, well, that's weird, but I guess I'll marry this person anyways, you know,
no, he never said he was marrying
Okay, well, it
her.
doesn't matter. She lives in his home.
Okay, but that doesn't mean they're married. They're together.
Pretend I didn't say married. Let her into his life.
He was at a low place in his life, you know? Like,
Bro,
he thought he
he's
was gonna
not
lose
that
his
low if his
daughter.
company's booming. You know she's with him for the money, so obviously he had some success. There's no situation where you should be that stupid. Like, if that's not a red flag, if that is not the giantest red flag that I've ever seen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going too hard right now? Am I in the pot? Am I out of pocket? Am I too in
I
the
mean,
zone?
this whole story has been crazy.
Yeah, but
You can't stay here another minute.
Rachel looked at him in shock, then screamed and lunged forward to attack
Nice.
him. But Brian and Zeke dragged her
Nice.
away. Dad collapsed on the sofa in shock.
I can't believe this.
Me neither. She broke up you and Mom. Dad lifted his head slowly.
Not really, Nia. I can't believe Rachel sent those pictures to your mother. But the truth is, we were already broken. Your mom couldn't stop blaming me, and I should have been patient and comforted her, but instead I lashed out too. And she just wouldn't believe that I didn't cheat, so things had to end.
Maybe we can fix everything now.
Don't get your hopes up, love. Yes, we can start to forgive each other, but it may never be what it used to be. I still love your mom, and we both will always love you.
we always love
Slowly started to
vegetables.
mend between my parents after they talked things over, but I wasn't sure if the old spark would return. But I was
Yeah.
glad they could be friends. And a month later, when I was back at my first friendly soccer match,
Nice.
it warmed my
They
heart
start
to see them
slowly
both
sitting
in the stands,
closer.
along with an unexpected visitor. What are you doing here? I thought you were still on tour.
I canceled some shows. I couldn't miss this.
What? Canceled some shows. You know, that's like 100,000 fans who booked flights and traveled. Yeah, but I couldn't miss your high school soccer game. Like,
Well, you don't know. Maybe he gave them like an advance notice. I mean,
if he did not give at least a month's notice, he just caused such an inconvenience for so many people.
And this is why you always buy insurance on your tickets and flights.
But it's a ripoff most of the time. That's not an official RobertIDK certified lesson, okay? That's a Lola lesson, and she can stand on that if she wants.
Still on tour.
I canceled some shows. I couldn't miss this. So is Brian here?
No. I mean,
No,
we're
he's
still
a stinky
friends,
dingus.
but I didn't think he'd come right after he asked me out, and I turned him down. I could literally see
Why would you
Zeke's
turn him
eyes
down?
light up.
There was someone
poor
else
guy.
I like.
You're not fooling anyone. I gotta go. The match is about to start.
How about this time you finish it and let me take you somewhere to tell you that I like you? And have ever since the day we first met.
I'm picking the restaurant.
Nice. Wow, they literally have the other videos blocking the smooch.
This is a really good story. Like, the way they talked,
Yeah.
it was like I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
I mean, Nia really held out. Really held out. This guy was visiting her when she was a vegetable for 3 years.
Well, I mean, how is she supposed to know?
How is she supposed? Well, he told her.
Yeah, but I mean...
He read her dream stories, which I don't know what the heck that means. I guess it's, if you read these words, they penetrate the cranial valve and reach you in a coma state. That's like that learn Spanish while you sleep kind of thing.
I believe that works.
There does not. That absolutely does not work. But there are times when I'm listening to something, like when I'm sleeping, and then like I do have dreams about kind of similar stuff, but I certainly don't learn anything. No, okay.
I like kind of...
That was for you guys, I guess. That was just for you. What did you think of your first MSA adventure?
This animation was so good. Honestly, the story was just like, it just kept going and going. I was like, what's gonna happen next? This is like crazy.
I'm glad that there was a deeper point to the story than just they end up together. You know what I mean?
It didn't seem too corny.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It was I don't want to say unpredictable, but like I'm glad that there was like a I'm glad that there was the Rachel arc and it wasn't just her, you know? We learned some valuable lessons about demon woman.
We did.
We need to find some demon man so you can demon man. So that's up to you, okay? If there's a demon man, you gotta call it out. I called out a dingus man because the dingus man got involved with Rachel, who's a demon woman. This is why she likes me, guys. All right, the party doesn't have to end because here is the whole playlist of videos we have done together so far. If you want to see more videos of me and Lola, check it out right here. We did some other stuff, so this is the first one you're seeing. Here's the full playlist of MSA videos we did. I did. This is a big playlist. If you haven't seen all the MSA videos, check them out. And here's MSA's channel. You better be subscribed or else you're a dingus man or a demon woman, okay? We love you. Have a good one. Peace.